Hello all, this is James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade, and it's another really hot day, so I have fans going in the background, and I apologize if that screws up the audio quality at all. I'm here with a game that, well, I've heard of, but never actually played. Never actually really knew what it was. Stumbled across it on YouTube. Was like, whoa, that looks cool. And decided, I might give it a try. So here we are in Blood Bowl 2, which is basically a mix of Warhammer and football, which sounds like an interesting mix. From what I understand, people used to play this tabletop-wise, and now it's been adapted over to the video game setting. I'm not. I don't know anything about Blood Bowl 1. I never played the tabletop version. This is really going to be my first.
Did you know, back in 2479, the experiment to use balls made of granite was not a success.
That's interesting. Well, this is going to be my very first introduction to Blood Bowl at all, and I'm probably going to do a lot of stupid things. Obviously, I'm not going to jump in to try to play in any leagues versus other players. I'm thinking the best option is to try the campaign, which I believe would be against the AI.
Good evening to all you Cabal Vision viewers out there in the old world and beyond. I hope your crystal ball is fully charged, and if not, find yourselves a wizard and chain him to it. Because the 25-13 season promises to be one hell of a show, doesn't it, Bob?
It sure does. Oh, and iron, Jim.
Iron what, Bob? Your shirt?
Chains, Jim. Iron chains for chaining up your wizard. Iron is best. It's harder to enchant than steel or silver. Oh, and don't forget to break their fingers as well.
Thank you, Bob. Yes, fascinating. And we may come back to that later. In the meantime, all you sports fans should keep it here on brand new Cabal Vision HD. But what about all you new viewers who are joining us for the first time? How would you explain a game of Blood Bowl to someone who hasn't experienced the joy and delight of it before, Bob?
Firstly, I'd say, under what toilet in the realm of chaos have you been hiding? Then I'd begrudgingly explain that Blood Bowl is a visceral, violent sport where two teams of players must get an inflated pig bladder or ball across a large field into the opponent's end zone by any means necessary to score a touchdown. The catch? There's only one ball, and the opposing team is trying to do exactly the same thing. A match lasts for 2 halves of 8 turns. The team with the most touchdowns wins.
Very nicely summed up, Bob. So, what about the teams? It promises to be an interesting season, especially for the Reichland Reavers. Let's remind ourselves by taking a quick look what happened in their final game last year.
Interesting so far.
This is the final game from last season. The Reavers versus the Gouds die. Just look at those human lumps. Why ain't they moving?
A frozen spell. Could they not just let it all go?
Look at player 16, Josh Kirschner. He just stands there, lets that block fork smack him right in the kisser. Useless git.
They don't seem very sprightly in that trolley either, do they?
I know. No wonder this team hasn't won anything in 20 games. There's only so many double skulls rolls you can take. Fans start claiming that's a load of steaming bull.
Ah, no, that was the Reavers' last public appearance, summing up 10 seasons of decline.
Why haven't they been fired yet, Jim? That's what I can't understand.
The word is, Bob, that J.J. Griswold Jr. hasn't got the cash to replace them.
Yeah? Oh, Griswold was once said to be even richer than you, Jim. He's now down to his last few pennies after paying the likes of Griff Oberwald his massive wage for several decades. I guess he'll just have to put up with using last season's dregs. Anyway, enough yapping. Let's see how they do in this preseason match.
So I take it we're the Reichland Reavers. You've just been appointed to head the legendary Reichland Reavers. Your season begins with an off-season friendly match against the Siegfriedhof Saints. Come out on top against the Siegfriedhof Saints, score a touchdown to force the opposing team to concede the match.
Well, let's see how the Reavers get on. It's their first match, under the leadership of the new coach in a preseason friendly.
Never use the word friendly in connection with Blood Bowl, Jim. You'll end up getting sued for false advertising. Okay, let's take a look.
Welcome back to Cabal Vision HD. Oh dear, this is a totally unbalanced match. I can't understand what they're even doing on the same field.
Humies are a good team. They can pass, catch, hit, and run with the ball. It'll be interesting to see what game they bring today.
Movement allowance. I'm Helmut Zweimer, former coach of the Reavers, and I will assist you during your initiation. To give you a little help, I use my connections, and your first matches will follow simplified rules. Blood Bowl is a strategic sport, and all starts with good player positioning. Each player has a movement allowance characteristic which indicates the number of squares that he may move. Each turn, each of your players can carry out an action. Select a player with left click. Okay, well, how do I rotate the screen? I really don't want to look at things at an angle. Is there a way to not look at things at an angle? Ah, this is better. I like this. Alright, so what do we need to do here? Come out on top against the Siegfried Saints. Score a touchdown versus...
Is that... Oh, no, it can't be. In the Reaver's dugout. Isn't that the legendary ex-coach, Helmut Zwimmer?
Sure is, Jim. Didn't you know? As a favor to JJ, Zwimmer's come out of retirement to mentor the new coach for the first few games.
And what about that incident that forced him to leave in the first place?
What? That tabloid sting in '04? Involving a pair of halflings, Jam, and a confused hippogriff? Oh, that was nothing. Nothing was proven. Even in retirement, Helmut's continued to be a loyal ally of the Reavers.
Well, he's certainly experienced, Bob. The new head coach should listen to his advice. The thing about Blood Bowl is how it brings everyone together in a common joy of death. You have orcs, dwarfs, men, and even beastmen sharing the delightful violence in the same stadium and all desperate to see some shredding death.
Okay. When you click on an empty square, the player carries out a move action, allowing him to move as many squares as his characteristic. Select an empty square and press left click to move. But I don't want to move to an empty square, I want to hit somebody. All players also move 1 or 2 additional squares. The squares with dice. Don't overdo it because the player can fall over.
I've often wondered, Bob, who would win in a fight between you and Morgan Thorg?
Contractually, I'm not allowed to say, Jump. Suffice to say that the matter has already been settled.
Alright. Seemed like it went alright. Shouldn't there be like little squares on the field? Oh, there's the squares. That's better. Oh, you pressed my push to talk key in order to change this stuff. Ah, damn it. What a terrible button.
You got anything cool recorded on your Wizwo box other than old Blood Bowl matches, Jim?
Yes. You know, I'm addicted to that HB Owl's Game of Gnomes. You never know which little bearded grunt is going to die next. Then there's Dr. Flu, a time traveler with Nurgle's rot, travels through history infecting everybody. It's really rather good. But some of the plots are a little overblown.
I don't want to pass to somebody. If I select him because I want to move him, am I going to end up passing to him? Why is it forcing me to pass?
Be gone, fell demon!
Problem, Bob?
Plague fly in my coffee. Ball is secure. Can the other team steal it away? That's it! Get in their face! Moved right next to a team.
It's now up to the opposing team to play. As you can see, Blood Bowl is a turn-based game.
Need to be close.
Each team plays one after the
Close
other.
You can smell your breath and see the dead insects in your teeth.
You know, I may actually say something witty and insightful soon. I'm just waiting for the players and the coach to do something. Anything! Please, just be interesting.
He'll get an assist now. Wuss. I can't see Reaver, star player, and Captain Griff Oberwald on the field, Jim. And where's the mighty Zug? Why is he not ripping linemen's heads off their shoulders? Huh? I thought the violence quota was severely down. Why are they not here?
Haven't you heard, Bob? Ever since his men's fragrance, Gruff by Griff, flopped, he hasn't been seen all off-season. Rumor has it his investors are not happy and want their money back.
I tried some of that scent. What was he thinking? I'm an ogre, and even I couldn't stand the smell. I'd rather take a drag from a goblin's crotch than wear that. What about Zug? Why isn't he here?
Zug's so disgusted with the Reaver's performance of late. But if a Reichland legend like Helmut Zwimmer is back, well, you never know.
I don't like it, Jim. The whole point of watching the Reavers is the glorious devastation and maiming left in Zug's wake. Ah, I love a good maiming, me.
Have you tried that Croxiade yet, Bob?
Sports drink made by the Skaven of Clan Pestilence? No way. I'll give it a miss. I may not be the sharpest spike on the armor, but I'm not that stupid.
Touchdowns are coming. The studio wizard has promised me at least one more before the final whistle. Spring in their step
What happened?
this time, perhaps?
Oh, that guy. I didn't see him.
This formation gives them a safe progression. It's gonna be hard to make them lose the ball. Yeah, smells like a good old-fashioned fight.
Those players are very close. Smells like a fight is about to happen.
They've gone into the opponent's tackle zone. Should be good.
A great game so far. We seem to be having a little dull moment, but it'll pick up any second now, I promise. That's a holding maneuver, if ever I saw one. Those players are very close. It smells like a fight is about to happen.
So, in the Blood Bowl games I've seen on YouTube, people actually move and step into places and push and stuff. I guess those are skills I don't have yet.
Anybody got any playing cards? Hey, who knows the rules for nerdlings in the closet? They're building a cage around the ball here. It's a solid tactic. Hey. Ha! 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 Gone into the opponent's territory. Should be good.
Now that's a holding maneuver, if ever I saw one.
Do I ever fail? Where's these rolls? I haven't seen dice yet.
You know, I often think Blood Bowl might be better if we just got rid of the whole ball thing and got straight to the shooting.
That would be blood. Without the bow. It's just war then, Bo. You can see that any time at my house.
I can? Let's go there.
Fantastic.
What was that, Jim?
What, Bob?
The whole fantastic thing?
I'm just trying to introduce a catchphrase. My agent says it will help for future gigs.
Don't do it again. I hate bad puns.
That player's like a streak of lightning.
Yeah, it's a streak of something, Jim, but I wouldn't call it lightning.
Do you think there's going to be any action at all in this game? I'd like to see something happen. Or I'm just going to go and watch Game of Gnomes instead.
That's a solid formation. I want to see the opposing team have a go at the ball now.
All right.
That's it. Get in their face.
Okay, safe moves. Is there such a thing as safe moves when there's no dice? I don't know why I'm hitting people, just because I like it. There's a certain sense of satisfaction about randomly hitting these NPCs for no real reason.
There's a couple pretty good players on the field, Jim. They're just hiding behind all the crappy ones.
Blitz for no reason.
Look, it's a touchdown! Amazing! That's going to perk the crowd just as the halftime whistle blows. Well, with that touchdown under their belt, we can finally get this match started. That was a short game.
Looks like the Saints have chickened out. Reavers win by default. That's the only game they win all season, I would be sure.
Yay!
Well, would you look at that? The Reavers won!
Yeah, but the Saints whipped out early.
Hold on! I have shocking news. JJ has fired the whole Reavers squad.
Not that shocking, Jim. Griswold's having a clear-out before the 25-13 season gets underway. One default win against no-hopers like the Saints ain't gonna cut it. He should have done it sooner.
So if the whole squad's been sacked, where's this new coach going to find his team, Bob?
JJ's a cunning old devil, Jim. My contacts say he can get a whole squad of fresh-faced wannabe new players from the rejects found on that reality Cabal Vision show, Reichland Ain't Got Talent.
It sounds like a risky strategy to me, Bob.
Risky, Jim? I've seen snotlings come up with more competent plans.
Well, we've won our first friendly preseason match, and it sounds like our owner has fired our entire team, and so now I get to recruit a fresh team. Okay, what now? Well, while I figure out what's next, maybe this is a good place to put a cut in this episode and try to keep my videos to a, well, shorter time period than a lot of my videos end up at. So, we're going to call this episode 1 of our Blood Bowl Season 1 versus the AI, learning the ropes before we try to play against other players. Anyway, I'm James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade. Hopefully you're enjoying my content. If so, leave a like and subscribe, and until the next time, all, peace.